Hi, everybody. Oh, my music. Hi, everybody. We're here with Leonidas the Arcadia,
And Kurono Gomi.
and today we're gonna be ranking Kamen Rider.
What?
How are you today, Leon?
Doing just fine. Caught up on some Kamen Riders actually right before the stream.
Nice, nice. It's funny too because you mentioned. Oh wait, you mentioned about the. Remember that Decade thing? I went and watched it before last time, right after we talked.
Speaking of Decade, I actually I just remembered today that I didn't pre-order the new Deca Driver, so that's
Oh my God.
that's $140 down the
Gundam?
drain.
Oh no.
Yep.
Alrighty, let's bring up the slides. Alright.
Alright. First, okay, so I guess basically we'll be starting all the way from Showa, all the way up to the current Reiwa era. Yeah. So first up, we got Kamen Rider Ichigo.
Ichigo.
So-
Ichigo.
So truth be told, I haven't really seen much of the Showa riders, to be honest.
Same here.
I'm a really big Heisei baby, if you know.
Yes, same here. Oh man.
But I mean, general impressions. It's like this man, what was it? Hongo Takeshi, like the man that like started it all.
Started it all. Exactly.
Yeah, and
Started
you
it
know,
all.
he's always been like so prominent in like the Heisei era, especially all the way up to what was
Like
his
even to
last
Reiwa,
appearance?
he's still like he appears in promotional stuff still, like
Yep.
as the Ichigo costume at least.
Yeah, but what was it? The last film I remember him being in, there was like what was it? In the Heisei, there was especially a movie dedicated to Kamen Rider Ichigo. Wasn't there?
Was it? Are you talking about the first and the next?
No. I think it was with Kamen Rider Ghost.
No, it was a Drive. It was a Drive.
That
Was it
sounds
Drive? With Kamen
Okay.
Rider 3. Kamen Rider 3,
No,
and then
no,
Ichigo became evil.
No,
Yeah.
no, I refuse.
Is that the one you're talking about?
No. We're off to like a rocky start already. Holy crap. Okay,
Wait, what
Kamen
happened?
Rider 1. No, because I refuse to back down. I refuse to back down on this. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so it was Kamen Rider 1. Literally 1. It was a movie. The movie released in 2016, celebrating the 45th anniversary of Kamen Rider.
Mhm.
Yeah, okay, yeah, so it was pretty much a like Hongo, Takeshi, and Ghost as the main protagonists.
Oh, okay. Maybe, yeah, it was Ghost. But didn't the other Kamen Riders appear in there too?
Yes, but I
Okay,
think the
maybe-
general okay, so the general plot was something about Hongo Takeshi protecting his friend's daughter.
Yes. Yeah. I remember now. Yeah.
Now you know.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
Okay. But anything else to say about Ichigo Gomi?
I'm gonna give Ichigo an S tier. Oh yeah, you guys, the rules for here, since I provided the stamp, so S tier is
Oops.
trash tier, you guys. It goes all the way to F.
Okay. Like
So
obligatory S tier
yeah. Oops,
or trash tier.
I actually gave it F. Here we go. S tier. Boop, boop,
You boop up.
beep, boop.
All right. Okay, so next up is obviously the well-known
Nigo.
Nigo. Kamen Rider Nigo.
I'm gonna give. I don't know. He's like a copy pasta. He's the Luigi. He's
Yeah.
the Luigi.
I
I'm gonna give him. I don't know. I'm gonna give him an F tier. I don't know anything about
That,
him.
I mean, truth be told, same. But I mean, that's generally what he was. Like, cause what was it? Was the original actor for Ichigo? There were some circumstances that came up, and Nigo came into
Had
existence.
to appear.
something like
Yeah.
that? Yeah.
And then I think like eventually he was able to come back, right? So they just like, oh, let's put them both together.
Yep, pretty much. But man, don't insult Luigi like that.
Okay, fine. I'll give him I'll give Luigi a C tier.
Kamen
He has
Rider
Rider Punch, right?
Kamen Rider Luigi.
He's basically Kamen Rider Luigi.
Okay, I'm gonna be a little forgiving and give Nigo B tier. Up.
A B tier? Okay, that's pretty good.
Nah, I gave him a C, bud.
Oh, you gave him a C? Okay, yeah, I changed mine to C as well.
I'm sorry. Okay. So, what do we got next?
Next is V3. What do you think of V3? I like it because they kind of trying to change up his design. I don't know anything about V3, just to let you guys know.
He's definitely, yeah.
I know they changed up his rider kick, so he's like doing a flip. He does like a flip instead of like a diving kick. Well, he flips into the diving kick.
I'm also thinking of like another Showa rider that also does a flip and then a kick, but honestly, a lot of them do flips and kicks.
That's true.
I mean, but this is the first man that flipped and kicked.
Exactly. I'm gonna give him a B tier because he looks different from Ichigo and Nigo. You can only tell the difference from Ichigo and Nigo by their gloves. And what happens if it's like a headshot?
Oh yeah, wasn't it like red gloves and green gloves or something?
Yeah, red gloves.
Wait, that literally is Mario and Luigi. Holy crap. Okay,
See?
I'm gonna give him
Luigi.
I don't feel much for V3, so I'm gonna give him a D.
A D tier?
I feel so bad whenever I give anybody less than like a B.
C? A B? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
Actually, yeah. I'm gonna give him. I'm gonna go with B.
Oh, okay. Yeah, just
actually, I'm gonna go back on Nigo and give him a D, and then for V3, I'm gonna give him a C.
I guess. Make up your damn mind, trash man.
I'm sorry. Okay. The next one is Rider Man.
What
do you think of Rider Man? Personally, I do not like his costume.
Yeah, the mask is.
It's so weird because
you can just see him as
a person,
that mouth like just throws me off.
I'm gonna give it a Rider Man F tier. I don't know anything about it, but his design, like the number one thing is the helmet, and I don't like the mouth. He thinks he's Batman. He thinks he's Batman showing his mouth.
Yeah, I Rider Man, Batman.
Maybe that's what they're going with.
Yeah, I guess they like really tried to change things up, but the general design kind of fell flat for me. So I'm also gonna give him F.
My chat's going, Kamen Rider mouth.
That's too true though.
Wait, doesn't he have like a hook? He has a hook, right? He has like a hook.
Yeah, and then he can like shoot his hook hand.
Yeah, he's like a pirate Kamen Rider or something. I don't know.
Yep.
Okay. Let's get to the next one. I don't know anything.
Get out of my sight, Rider Man.
Okay, Kamen Rider X. What do you think of Kamen Rider X?
He's the first person that comes to mind whenever I think of flipping in the air and kicking. Because doesn't he have like a staff that he throws into the air and then he like loops around it and rider kick.
Rider kick. Yeah, basically like he's like a pole, like a gymnast pole.
He's a pole dancer. You're right.
Yeah, basically, yeah. And then he like swings off and then he rider kicks.
Yeah, and
Does he also have? No, wait. I'm thinking of Super One because I was thinking like cowboy tassels, but he doesn't have those.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give him a D.
So, I mean, for almost all of the Showa writers, I haven't seen any of their original series, to be honest, but I do remember X being somewhat prominent. What was it? It was the crossover movie with Kamen Rider Gaim. I think it was one of the...
Oh yeah, he appears. Yeah, I remember that too.
Yeah, he appears there. I forgot the name of the movie, even though I've seen the movie like 3 times. It's actually been a while since I've actually seen Kamen Rider. But
it's been a while for me too.
But I remember Takumi from Kamen Rider Fives was also in there too.
Yeah, Takumi actually had like a big voicing role. Like he's actually part of like he wasn't just a cameo. He actually
he was actually there, if I recall. Yeah, and then I mean we'll get to him eventually.
Yeah, we'll
So
get to it.
wait, let me give X a. I'll give him a C, just because I've only seen him a little bit more
Yeah,
than
it's fine.
the others.
We're basing Showa off designs, you guys. Off designs.
Yeah, the helmet actually looks really cool, and I really dig the what is it, the silver.
The silver, yeah,
Silver
it's
design.
very shiny.
Yeah, and the eyes are
And
just like glowing.
I dig
Look at
I dig the pull.
beast.
I dig the pull, but
Yeah.
I don't know anything about it. I only gave V3 Ichigo to V3 a high rating because they're the trio in the beginning.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay, let's head to the next one.
Right, next.
Go full dancers. Oh, Amazon! What are you gonna give Amazon?
Okay, I remember Amazon being kind of cool in general, because what you want to explain the background of Amazon to me? I'm like kind of drawing a blank here.
Basically, he's like Tarzan, right? And then he
Yeah.
finds the bracelet thing,
Right.
and then I forget. And then everyone wants to take that bracelet. I'm not sure.
So,
but I know it's
this
very
writer-
dark.
Yeah, I remember it being dark, and then like the future installment or the spin-off, like
No, even in the earlier, like he's like biting necks, and there's like blood going, and then like he's got the
Kinda-
densa chop,
yeah,
and
kinda
then the
kinky.
chop is like
Ooh.
doing like it's doing like blood and stuff.
Yeah, he's into he's into that kinky stuff. This writer really goes ape shit, as they would say.
Yeah, basically.
Haha. Okay. I mean, if anything, I remember his like rider belt, like his belt being like really cool.
You thought
So-
it was cool? I thought it's kind of dumb looking.
No,
It
no.
looks, I don't know. It
Maybe-
looks like a toy on him.
Oh, it looks like a toy. A
Basically-
TV show aimed towards children that sells millions of toys.
No, like
That belt looks
no,
like a toy.
Okay, it doesn't look like a toy. It looks like a plastic ornament, like a plastic, like a baby's toy ornament, like a
Okay, so like a rattle.
yeah, like a like a rattle. Oh man,
Hey,
But
man,
I
don't-
like-
don't
I like
knock it till you
Amazon.
try it.
but I like Amazon though because of Decade. Decade.
I think like
Have you seen that
I think I have. You're gonna have to
when he
like.
appeared? Where they tried to steal his bracelet thing.
Was it OG Amazon that showed up?
For
Because
who?
in Decade, because
Yeah.
yeah.
No, it wasn't the OG because the OG actor he's really old,
Well, that
so they
makes
got like a
sense.
young guy.
That checks out. Okay, I'm thinking of like Black RX or RX in general.
Yeah, RX always appears.
Yep.
Black, he always appears.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna give Amazon a B tier.
Yeah, I think I'll do the same because I like the general design of Amazon, and like the ferocity of the character
Exactly.
is just.
I just don't like
pretty
the
cool.
belt. Everything else is pretty awesome.
Okay, we can agree to disagree. So
Exactly.
B tier. All right, next up,
Soronga.
but he's not strongest.
Yeah, he's not strongest. He's just stronger.
Haha.
I used to really like Kamen Rider Stronger because there's this manga, but I forget most of it, so I can't really say anything about him. But in the manga, he looks so cool. So I'm gonna give him a C tier because he has that electric mode. He becomes
Yeah.
white.
Doesn't he have like an electric chop or something? Or am I?
Yeah, he also has like a chop. I think he's trying to bite off Amazon, but his chop is like he has like his arm has like an electric like thing that happens or something, and it like boosts the chop or something. I don't know.
Yeah. I think his design is, he's kind of like a chunky boy,
Yeah, he's a
big
chunky
red
boy. He's got
chunky strawberry boy.
He's like a football player. His costume is a football. He's Kamen Rider football player.
Yeah, dude. Oh, okay. I think I'll give him a D.
A D? Okay, I give him a C just because of the manga.
That's fair. Okay. Next up, we
Next
have.
up is Sky Rider. I actually like Sky Rider.
I admire the fact that he can fly, but the only thing I know about him is that he got really wrecked in the Kamen Rider
Decade?
Decade movie.
That's why I liked him. He got so wrecked. You could see his arm and stuff.
Yep.
And then the chase scene in Decade, like
was
he
so
was
cool.
flying, and then all you see is Decade's cards lining up, like following him.
Yes,
I'm like,
that was the
he's gonna
coolest
get
ever.
eaten. Yeah, that's so cool. That's why that scene with Skyrider, I'm gonna give him a B tier, just for him dying.
I mean, generally, I think he's. Oh, okay, you. Ooh, that. Okay, I'm gonna give him an F tier to be honest, because I like the fact that he died. I like the fact that he died, but other than that,
That's true. Okay, I'm gonna give him an E tier then. E tier.
poor dude.
Poor Skyrider. Poor Skyrider.
Right.
Who's next? Super One. Okay, Super One's the one with the cowboy tassels. I don't know anything about him. All I know, he's got cowboy tassels on his gloves.
Oh, that's what those are? Holy crap. What? And he has like a scarf too.
Yeah, his scarf.
Oh,
I love Kamen Riders with scarf. I love that it was like the signature thing back in the day, but now they took that off.
yeah. Now that I think about it, is it reminds me of this one series where a character really likes wearing a red scarf because red is the color of heroes, and just
Yeah,
Ryder's
exactly.
he's wearing scarves. I'm kind of like ambivalent on this writer. I don't know what.
Yeah,
I'm like,
I don't know anything about him. I'm gonna go design wise.
yeah.
So I'm gonna give him a D tier.
Design wise, yeah, I think I'd go with a C tier. Man, we're
Okay.
we're real Kamen Rider fans, aren't we?
Just wait till we get to Heisei, guys. Just wait to get to Heisei.
Yes. All right.
We're bashing on the Boomer Riders.
Okay, Boomer Riders. Next up.
Okay, ZX. I'm gonna give him a. Actually, I like his design. I'm gonna give him a C tier. I think this-
Go on.
Oh no. I like the color red, so I was like, oh, he sticks out. He reminds me of V3.
That looks more cartoony to me, so I might give him an E tier.
E tier? Okay.
Poor dude. I absolutely know nothing about him. God,
Maybe I'm being super forgiving for Showa because once Heisei hits, I'm gonna be like all love for these guys.
Yeah, I'm trying to like.
Okay, I'm gonna give him E.
I'm trying to keep my expectations real for now.
Okay.
Until like later, I just fangirl everything.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, next one. Oh wait, no. What did you give ZX?
I gave ZX E.
E? Okay, good. Me too. Okay, let's get to the next one. Kamen Rider Black. Oh, we're getting close to the Heisei. Okay, we're getting close. Technically, we're there.
Yep. Because
But he's still counted as Showa. But then
they start changing things up with Black, if I recall correctly, right?
yeah. Okay, I'm gonna. I love Black. Kamen Rider Black, so good. Have you watched it?
I've only seen the Decade crossover.
Oh, okay. It's so good. I've watched a couple episodes of Black, and it's pretty dark too.
Yeah, and then
But
I mean, we'll get to the next one. But
yeah, the next one.
yeah, you seemed pretty. What is it? I'd say pretty hard-boiled from what I've seen. And I mean, eventually he did become an inspiration for a certain writer. We'll get to.
Exactly.
Yep, but I will give him a C.
I will also give him a C tier. C tier for Rider Black.
I wonder who the next writer is.
Yeah,
Probably someone completely unfamiliar.
Someone new, someone different, something completely different. I hope.
Let's
check
see.
them out.
Whoa.
Kamen Rider Black RX.
It's like Black just went on a diet.
Yeah, basically, and his neck got thicker.
Yeah, dude, it's like all neck now.
All neck, yeah.
But honestly, I think I might like this design a lot better. Like,
Same here.
yeah, like based off the eyes and like the general shape of the head. Like,
Wait,
that really sells it for me.
Have you seen? Yeah, I love the eyes and the antennas, the compound eyes.
Yep,
But
it's definitely he's definitely like the most bug of Showa
yeah.
writers. In my
Even
opinion.
his Kamen Rider brings back, like his not Kamen, his Henshin brings back the insect thing.
Right. Because originally, what is it? Grasshoppers was the inspiration for
Yeah.
Kamen
And I
Rider,
think
right?
he's a grasshopper again.
Yep.
Yeah. but have you watched Masked Rider? Masked
Please.
Rider.
I hope you're not talking about what I'm thinking of.
I am.
Who is it? It's like, I'm Rider Commander. Har, har,
Yeah.
har.
The English Saban version.
We don't talk about that.
Yeah, we don't talk about that.
Okay,
But I actually watched it as a kid though, so.
Oh man, I'm sorry. Okay, but what? Black was also the one with the Revel Cane, right? Pretty much like
yeah,
the
he has the
sword.
Revel Cane, yeah. And
Okay.
he's the one with the. He introduced the forms, or he made forms a staple,
Mhm.
because he has like the liquid form, the other forms, the shooting forms. I don't know what they're called.
Yeah, okay, I guess that really does like carve the way for Heisei in general.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see.
I'm
Black
gonna
RX.
give him
I'm gonna give him B.
B. Okay, I'll give him a B as well. But I'm gonna give masked. Oops, that's a double. I'm gonna give masked Rider an F tier.
That's fair. That's fair. I also agree. Okay, so finally we're getting to the beat of it all.
I think after is like the movie versions, the movie Heisei.
Oh, that's right. Okay. Next up, yep, Shin, of course.
Shin, yes. Oh, Shin. It's like they're trying to make they tried to merge Amazon with Ichigo, right?
I mean, the guy looks like mighty fierce. Did they try to like
Yeah.
make him? Did they try to make this movie? This was a movie, right?
Yeah, it was a movie.
Was it
They
supposed to
tried
be
make
more
it look
like
super gory.
a gore? Oh, okay, so gory.
Yeah.
Any like horror aspects?
Yeah, it has a lot of horror aspects, and it's funny too because I'm not sure. I was gonna say I think the actor was Geki from Ryu Ranger, I think, or was that something else? I forget.
What is the background for Shin, anyways? I'm like a little curious now.
I'm not sure. Let me search him up. Let me search him up.
All I
Shin.
know is like the symbol on the like the bottom right of the card is actually the kanji for Shin. So I'm like,
Oh,
wow,
is it?
really on the nose.
Right on the nose. Okay, Shin. Dr. Kazumatsuri and Onizuka are genetic, blah blah blah. Okay, it's basically the same thing as the original Kamen Rider.
Huh.
They got a test subject, they experimented on him, and then he became a tortured soul.
Yep, I mean, yeah, cut and paste, I guess.
Basically. But have you seen the memes when Decade came up and then Shin is like in the background?
But
Like, basically they tried to moify Shin,
God,
so they put hearts around him,
oh God.
and then like those little special shorts. They tried to make like Shin like all cute and stuff, even though he's like a horror one.
I mean, looks pretty cute as is. I don't know what they're trying to do.
I'm gonna give Shin an S tier.
I'm.
Because of the Moe memes. The Moe memes.
You're gonna have to send me those later.
I will.
Okay, for now, I'll give him a D tier.
A D tier. Okay, that's understandable.
Yep. All
I'll
right.
send you those memes later.
Okay, next up.
Next one. Z-O.
Is it
Zio
is
looks
it
like
is
a-
it Zio or is it Zo or is it? How do you
Oh yeah,
pronounce
is it
that?
Zo?
I thought
Let's see.
I've heard Zo, and if we say
Is it Zo?
Zio,
That's gonna get confusing with Geo.
yeah, that's exactly what
I'm gonna say it,
thinking.
but it's capital Z-O. Is it? It's capital Z-O. If it was Zo. Okay, screw it. We're gonna call it capital Z.
Wait,
We're gonna call it,
wait.
Kamen
Okay,
Rider
so I'm looking. I googled it. The official pronunciation is Zet.
Oh, Zeto. Oh, yeah, it's
Zeto.
Zeto. Zeto.
Zet- Yeah, Japanese
Zeto.
Japanese people have a funny
Zeto.
way of saying
Zeto.
Zeto. Oh, Zet. Yeah, Zeo. Zeo.
He has a cool costume, but it looks like he looks like Kamen Rider template.
Yes, it just looks.
I'm gonna give him an E tier. He looks cool, but nothing special.
Yeah. Also. E. Okay, let's move on.
Okay, moving on.
Dude,
Oh, Jay.
dude, he looks
Kamen
just like
Rider Jay.
Z-O.
He does. He looks like a coffee pasta. But isn't he, wait, is Jay the one who could become big?
Yes. Yeah,
Yes.
like the
Oh,
giant tier.
Yeah, he's a giant rider.
J stands
really
for
like-
giants.
Jay, I guess so. It's not even G. It's wait, he's a J. He's J.
What, did they try to do like kaiju battles in Kamen Rider J or something?
Yeah, they tried to do like a kaiju battle.
Oh, okay, very Sentai-esque in a way.
Yeah, very tokusatsu.
Yep.
It kind of reminded me of Ultraman more than Super Sentai.
Right,
Of
right,
them
right,
fighting.
right. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Well,
I'm
I
gonna
guess.
say C tier because he in the crossovers they always implement that he could go big, and you always see that he goes big.
Yeah, I guess I'll also give him a C. Let's go.
Like in Kamen Rider Decade, when Decade was like killing all these riders,
And-
you just see Jay coming and chasing him, and you're like, uh-oh.
Yeah,
But
he gets
was-
wrecked anyways.
Yeah, he gets wrecked anyway. But they use his power to like make Decade big again, or not again, to make him big.
Oh, yeah.
Because
And dude
Decade
takes
made,
up a
like-
lot of space. You gotta fill all that empty space.
Wait, is he a giant rider or he could change size? Oh yeah, he could change size.
Yeah. I always thought he was the giant rider.
Yeah, he could change size. He's a good boy, yeah. Alright, let's head to the next one.
We're here!
Oh, we're here to Heisei! Oh, finally! Kuga!
Cool. Okay, so truth be told, I'm halfway through Kamen Rider Kuga. I think I'm sitting around like episode 25, but I've seen his forms up to the gun.
The gun, which one? Has he gone rising yet?
Not yet.
Not yet? Okay.
Okay, it's
The
like
gun is pretty good.
I'm gonna. It reminds me of this like one picture I found on Twitter. It's like I'm gonna defeat you with the power of friendship and this gun.
Yeah, I remember that meme too. And then like, have you seen the meme where like Kuga's like punching this monster? He's like, "I'm saving you," and then the monster's like
Domestic
spitting blood.
violence.
Yeah. Oh man, Kuga's pretty dark though. Like, there's a lot of blood and stuff.
Yeah, I was really surprised because it's like, what was their thought process of just suddenly turning like kind of nitty gritty, not nitty gritty, but pretty grim,
Going darker?
honestly. Yeah, it's
I
like you
think
have like
because, like-
blood everywhere as well and whatnot.
Yeah, it was pretty
Yeah,
gruesome. But
like,
I think it was
The
because...
general like early Heiseis were like really dark. Now I think about it.
Yeah, they were dark, but not visually as dark.
Yeah, it was just like a
Well-
really like a tense atmosphere in some ways.
Exactly. Yes. Exactly. But then, like with Kuga, there's so much blood and stuff.
Yeah.
Actually, it's not as much as Amazon, but like when the monsters get punched, they punch out blood.
Yeah, and like
then,
no,
like-
but it's like people, like humans.
Oh yeah, the people.
are getting,
Yeah,
like,
the humans
murdered.
are. Yeah, the humans. The humans.
Yeah,
are getting, like,
and
getting beat
that's
up
like
and stuff.
gruesome. And like, how are you
Yeah.
gonna show that to like an 8-year-old man?
I think it's because like between Kuga and Black there was a hiatus, and then they're like,
Right.
okay, how can we bring back Kamen Rider? Let's make it edgy. Let's make it edgy.
And somehow it worked. Like, no, speaking of which, like I guess they were kind of like aiming for a slightly older audience, and that's also when you notice that like all the writer, like main character actors started becoming like really hot dudes, you know?
Yeah, they're like Ikimen. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure like Kuga is like what started that trend, and you know there was like a
Yeah.
term. There's a term for this. Like I'm gonna look it up later.
For which
of,
one?
of really hot dudes being like
Ah.
the main characters.
Yeah, isn't Ikimen?
Not Ikemen, but I think they might have used like the name of the actor specifically.
Oh yeah, Yusuke Godai.
I'll look it up. I'm gonna post it on Twitter
what's his
later.
name? Okay.
Godai, yeah, but yeah, Godai Yusuke, the writer or the actual character Fuku. He's such a nice dude. I dig him.
Yeah, he's got the power of friendship,
Yeah.
and
thumbs
oh,
up.
with his relationship with what's his name, Takashi,
We're talking about the
who's-
police officer, right?
the police officer. Yeah, Was it Takashi?
Uh,
Police officer guy. No, Ichijo. Sorry, Ichijo, the
yes.
police officer guy. I remember like Ichijo was like trying to like capture him at first, and then like when Kuga showed him that he was a protector of humanity, I was like, oh yes, Kuga, and he gives him the thumbs up. The thumbs up, yo.
That's a really cool. Yeah, Ichijo just really, he's good for support. I mean, I'm only halfway through the series, but definitely one of my favorite characters.
Yeah, he's a really good support character, even though like he's not useless.
Yep, definitely not.
As a series and a character like costume design, I'm gonna give Kuga a. I'm gonna give it A. I'm gonna give it A because it brought back Kamen Rider
Yeah,
or
and
our era.
pretty much for that same reason, I'm gonna give him an S tier.
An S tier? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Who do you like better? Decade Kuga or Yusuke Godai Decade? Yusuke Godai Kuga.
Probably OG Kuga.
OG? Okay, good. I was gonna say Decade. If you said Decade, I was like, what the heck?
Oh no!
Oh no, Decade though.
Okay, let's move on to the next one.
Okay, Agito. I gotta get some water. Ah.
Good stuff.
Okay, Kuga. I mean, not Kuga. Agito.
I mean, pretty much
Agito.
Kuga. Kuga 2,
Yeah, basically.
Electric Boogaloo.
Kuga 2. Have you watched Agito?
Unfortunately not.
Okay, I watched Agito, and I think it's one of the top ones out there. So I'm gonna give it an S tier. I'm gonna S tier right here.
I mean, I've generally heard good things about Agito, and the overall design is pretty good too, so I'll give him a B tier.
I'll give a short premise. Basically, the main character, Shoichi, he was on a boat, and he lost his memories. He lost his memories from a boat accident, and everybody on that boat died and disappeared. And after that boat accident, he got the powers of being a Kamen Rider. And that's the premise. I won't spoil anything else.
I see. Moral of the
It's so
story:
good.
don't mess with
It's-
boats.
And it's a mystery. It's a mystery. Like, what happened on the boat? How to get these powers the entire time? And I'm like, they're giving so much red herrings and stuff. So good.
Seems like a strong start.
Yeah.
Okay, let's
What did you
move
give
on.
Agito?
I gave Agito a B, but honestly,
B?
that'll probably change in the future once I actually
Oh,
watch
sure.
Agito.
All right, Ryuki.
Okay.
Have you watched Ryuki?
So I haven't seen Ryuki, but I know the general premise for it, and it seems really cool. And what is it? I remember this. People keep on saying it's like, oh man, this was like the inspiration for Madoka Magica.
Basically, yes. Yeah. It basically is. Yeah. It is. I never put it together like that. Yeah, it is.
And funny how you have the creator and writer of Madoka Magica actually make a writer series later on.
That's so true. Oh god. Yeah, basically this is Kamen Rider Madoka,
Oh my god.
where they enter
The mirror
basically
world.
the mirror
Oh,
world.
wow.
It's basically Kamen Rider the tournament arc, and you gotta kill every Kamen Rider for a wish.
Damn. Okay, so that's what we want to teach our kids.
Yeah, and it's basically there's so much betrayal and everything.
Maguka, why? Okay, like I mean, I generally like from what I've seen of Ryuki, I think he's pretty neat. So I'm gonna give him an A.
An A? Okay.
Yeah.
I like the series, but I don't hate the main character. I like the secondary writer better. I forgot his name. I'm gonna Google it.
I kind of get the impression that a lot of characters in the series are just kind of like assholes. Am I wrong?
Yes, almost every Kamen Rider is an asshole.
Yeah.
But then they're like the cool asshole that you want to root for.
Yeah, not that.
Yeah, Shinji, he was so like wishy-washy on like what he wanted to do. Like, I want to protect people, but I don't want to kill people. That kind of thing. And Ren was like, Ren, the secondary writer, he was like, I'm gonna do whatever it takes to get my wish.
If I recall, like, didn't they make like a net special for one of
For
the?
Geo? Yeah, that was pretty good. That was pretty good. They
Was it
continued
for
off
Zio?
too.
I remember like Sasword was there was a special with him and then Banana Man from
Oh, yeah.
Gaim.
Man, yeah. Yeah, they did do the special for those.
And I'm pretty sure Emu from X8 got his ass handed to him like a crowbar or something.
Yeah.
But we'll get
Oh
to that.
man. Yeah, we'll get to that. What are you gonna give Ryuki?
Yuki, I gave him an A.
An A? Okay, I'm gonna
Yep.
give him a B.
That's fair.
The series, I feel like the series was good. It was actually, I'll give it an A. The series is good, but the ending wise didn't do it as the same as Madoka. But it was basically the same as Madoka. Like at Madoka, actually, yeah, I'm gonna give it a B
Yeah.
because the ending wasn't as. I was kind of mad at the ending.
This is all Madoka's fault. Okay,
Yeah.
you're right.
Okay, let's head to the next one.
Okay.
Ooh, Fies, my boy Fies. Oh,
Finally, a writer I can actually talk about because I've seen this entire series.
nice.
Like, cause, man, yeah, this is probably aside from Kuga, this is probably like the oldest out of all the
Oldest
Kamen
one?
Riders that I started with. But, like, what was it? I thought it was like, I was really surprised at how dark they went with Fies,
Yeah,
especially.
it was so dark.
But, like murder, and people turn
Yeah.
into sand and fire. And like, okay.
I
Yeah,
was
kid
depressing.
Very
Like-
depressing.
Like it wasn't like dark, like gory, but it was like depressing on every character. Every character had it bad.
Yeah, it's like they all had like their own trauma, and if they didn't have any trauma, well, good for you, buddy. You're getting trauma in 20 episodes later. Like,
Basically.
yep. And but the general designs of like, okay, so Fies, I absolutely love his like design, and like,
What about his henshin?
oh man, yeah, his henshin also really cool. It's
Yeah,
because
it's
he's
so
like the
good.
first one. It's like cell phone, boop boop boop,
Beep boop boop boop.
beep boop boop bop.
And I felt like the other writers, their henshin wasn't like on the fly, like it was on the fly, but then like this one looks super cool on the fly.
Yep. And what is it? Kaiza is definitely one of the secondary writers that leaves like the biggest impressions on me.
He was the biggest a-hole ever, but I loved it.
He definitely stayed like a butthole through and through from start to
Yeah.
finish. And honestly, you can I respect the hustle in a way.
Yeah, he was a good a-hole.
Yeah, I wouldn't say he was even like redeemed in any way whatsoever, to be honest.
He was redeemed?
No, not at all.
No, there's no redemption, which I'm happy about because like usually there's a redemption, but him,
Yeah,
he
we
was
don't
scum.
need any of that kitty crap. Hope,
Exactly,
friendship?
exactly.
Nah, not in this writer show, baby.
Oh wait, you saw Fies the movie, right? Paradise Lost.
Oh yeah, that was really depressing to start with.
What did you think of Saiga?
You mean the dude that just only speaks in English?
Yeah, I love that guy. I don't know why.
Like, I'm like, okay, that just came out of nowhere.
Defeating all of you is also part of my job.
Yeah.
That one line. But I think he had like the best fight with Fies because they're like flying all over the place, and he was like flying. That's
Yep.
pretty cool.
Oh man, and I'd say, okay, so it's funny, like, because Fies pretty much has like 3 transformations: base, XL, and
Mhm. Booster.
yeah. But honestly, I'd say XL is probably my favorite.
Yeah, XL.
It's definitely one of my favorites overall for like all
Mhm.
writers. Like, cause I mean, super speed, that's sexy as hell.
Exactly. Super
And-
Speed's so good, and
Yep.
it's not too broken because like it's kind of broken because Super Speed is broken, but he has a limit to how fast he could go for so long.
Yep. And like,
I think it's 10
I
seconds.
love how like the chest piece just opens up too.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
chest piece just opens up and you can see the inside, and it becomes the red's gone and it becomes black and white.
Yep.
Or yeah, the eyes become white, I think.
Something like that. And
Yeah.
also the song, the music.
Oh, the music for Five is so good. Oh.
Da 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 da.
What do you think of the opening?
It's definitely iconic. I can't get it out of
Yeah.
my head.
So good.
Yep.
And then the villains. Oh, the villains. Oh, Smart
Like-
Dream.
Yep.
I love the villains for
Down
Five.
with corporations, man.
Yeah. And oh,
Like, and like the Orphanox, like they're just so they present them as like really human and like tragic.
yeah.
Like you relate,
Exactly.
you relate to them. It's like I don't want to see, like, oh man, I don't want to see you die. Oh no, I really like that dude. Why?
Yeah, like most of the time, like, cause Five is an asshole. Or a-hole. Sorry, we're on YouTube. We're saying so channel. Five is an a-hole.
Yep.
But he's not an a-hole. He's like a stuck-up guy. He's not a jerk like Kaiser was.
That's tsundere. Sure.
Yeah, basically Cinderella. But most of the time for Fives, I was rooting for the Orphanox. They got the shit end of the stick.
Yeah, definitely shafted. Like,
Yeah.
generally, the story for Fives is really well done. Like, especially the twist for the characters. Just general character development. Like, pure people don't stay pure, and the jaded people start getting a little more hopeful.
Exactly.
And honestly, with that, I'll give Fives an S tier.
An S tier. Okay, I'm gonna give it S tier as well.
Yep.
Oh, also with the series, it's funny too because the belt. I felt like the belt was a slut.
Yep.
Like it was getting passed around. The belts were getting passed around. Everyone was becoming Fives. Everyone was becoming
The
Kaiser.
the slutty driver.
The slutty driver. Yeah, basically.
But so cool. So
It
cool.
was so cool. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's move on to the next one.
Let's see.
Blade.
Uh,
I don't know too much about Blade.
Blade has the best ending for a Kamen Rider. The show is good, but the beginning half, you have to endure 20 episodes for it to get good.
The 20 episode rule. Okay.
But it gets really good, and the ending is satisfying. It's so
Okay.
satisfying.
Okay.
And then like in Geo, they continued off the ending, and they gave even more closure than they already had. Like, wait, have you watched Code Geass?
Yes.
It's basically like that,
Really? Okay.
where they left it open-ended, but then like with closure. But you're like wondering what happens. Are they gonna? Is it okay? Is it okay? But then ending message was so good.
Nice. Yeah, and like,
Yeah.
what is it? Was it Blade that started the card trend?
Yes, he started the card trend. He started the card trend. Okay, let's.
I'll give him a C
I'm
for
gonna
now.
I'm gonna give him an A tier
That's fair.
because of that slow start. The slow start. Let's see. Let's go to the next one.
Yep. Let's go. Suiwa Hibiki.
Hibiki. You haven't watched Hibiki, right?
I have not seen Hibiki. Generally, I mean, like his design and his theme, I think, are pretty cool. And the only thing I've seen is from like Decade.
Decade. Yeah.
But things I hear about like the story in general, like it had a strong start, but what is it? The
Yes.
writers ended up changing for some
Changed.
reason,
Yeah.
and
And then
yeah, it kind of fell flat.
yeah. I've seen some of Hibiki. Like they were. Do you remember in Decade that the Hibiki was a kid?
Yeah.
And then the original Hibiki became like the monster guy.
Really?
And then like well, not the original, like the alternate dimension version of the original became the villain, and then he had to pass his powers to the kid.
Oh, that's neat.
They were building that up for Hibiki, where the kid character, I forgot his name.
Oh, was it? So what happened in Decade was supposed to be like what was originally intended?
Yes, that was supposed to be that's what was supposed to happen. Like he's supposed to have a baton pass the Oni power to the kid, and then they didn't do it. They didn't do it.
So slightly redeemed. That's
Slightly redeemed, yeah. In Decade. For the show, I'm gonna give him a B. No, I'm gonna give him C.
Yeah, I'm also gonna go with C.
C tier. He looks awesome, but the show, the music is good, but it's not like pumped up music. It's like traditional Japanese music,
Uh-huh.
or like it's instrumental music because
Yep.
that's the theme. Yeah.
Yep. Like pretty much all the writers like use like an instrument type thing, right?
Yeah.
Like
And then he
Hibiki's
uses the
was like
drums.
literally a drum.
Yeah. Okay,
Right.
let's head to the next one. Kabuto. Kabuto. Have you seen Kabuto?
I've seen the first couple of episodes, but all I can say is, damn, he's sexy.
He is. Oh my god. Like, remember we were talking about how Faiz had the chest open thing? He has that, but then like everything pops off. Everything casts off.
Oh yeah, he just strips. Okay, Kamen Rider stripper.
Yeah. He's basically Kamen Rider stripper.
Got the need for speed.
Yeah. He's the Lord of Speed.
Grandma always said.
Yeah, Grandma always said that his catchphrase.
Yep.
I think he's the one who introduced the catchphrase. Right?
Like for people in general?
Yeah. Wait, did Faiz have a catchphrase?
Not.
I think
I
his
think
catchphrase
so.
is his well, for Faiz, his most known catchphrase is I'm gonna fight as a human and as an orphan or something. I don't know.
Something
Remember that line?
I kind of. I don't think it was like prominent, as far as I remember.
Because
All I remember is like, oh, I'm gonna beat the shit out of you. Pow pow pow.
that's true. That's true. Because he brought back that line in Decade, and I was like, oh, I remember that line.
I remember like Faiz's like wrist flick, and I'm like, wow, me too, buddy. Me too. Okay, but Kabuto. I mean,
Kabuto.
I think speed is sexy, so
Yeah, and the show is really good.
yeah.
Like, there's a lot of mystery into it, and overall, I think it's a really good gateway opening Kamen Rider for newcomers. So I'm gonna give it S tier.
Yep.
For everything, the characters, the support characters, the amount of Kamen Riders they have in there. It's not just 2 Kamen Riders. They have 7, I think. 7, 8. I don't know. There's lots.
Yeah, I'll give him A tier because just cool overall. If I think
Yeah,
about it,
he's-
like the actor is like really fluent in English, and I think
Yeah.
he even went on to like act in Hollywood a bit. I'm not sure about like movies, but I recall him being in some American drama.
Oh, has he? Oh, wow.
Yes.
Well, his English is pretty good because I've seen a couple of clips of it.
Of his like,
Of his
oh, he
English.
may be stronger, but I'm strongest.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he's the one who said that. Because he brought back the Kabuto esque theme for Kamen Rider.
Yep.
And the Stronger and him are Kabuto themed.
What a coinkydink.
Oh,
Mad
that's
props.
funny.
Move on to the next one.
Next one is Den-O.
Deno has to be like definitely in my top 3, maybe even top 2.
Yes. Okay,
Like-
I said Kabuto was a gateway Kamen Rider. Den-O was the top gateway, the top gateway Kamen Rider.
I would definitely recommend Deno first to a lot of people, especially if you watch anime. Like
Yes,
the
it's
voice,
very anime-esque.
yeah, very anime-esque, and you have voice actors from like really really famous voice actors up
Mhm.
as a part of the cast. Like, okay, I can't remember the names specifically, but you'll definitely recognize Momotaro's voice actor as
Momotaro's.
like, I mean, if you've seen Kill la Kill Sanketsu,
Yeah,
the same voice actor. And then
so good.
I can't place Ura Taro's. Like, he sounds familiar, but I can't remember like which character I can like. Maybe.
Like, I only remember the voice actors for Momotaro's and Ryutaro's because they're
Yeah.
really big in anime.
Yeah, Ryutaro's. Okay, I remember his Seiyu is Suzumura Kenichi,
Mhm.
if I recall.
And he voiced like in Gundam Seed, Shin, I think.
Yep.
Yep.
And
But overall, like,
it was so
Den-O
good.
has
like the music, the designs, the characters,
designed so good,
the
and the
plot.
theme. He's a
Oh.
time traveler, just like me, huh?
I don't know. I can't place the connect the dots. What are you talking about?
I love Den-O. Like,
Yeah.
all the characters are good.
And I'd
I'm gonna
say
give it
like,
S.
yeah, and I'd say like, okay, yeah, I'm definitely giving an S tier, but like the secondary writer is probably like my favorite as well.
Oh yeah,
Zeronos.
Zero Nose. Oh, Zero Nose. Yuto!
Like,
Yuto!
Denabu. Oh man, Denabu is like so
Yeah.
lovable. Also a very well-known voice actor.
And I like his forms are like they connected it all, like Altair, Deneb, and Vega.
Vega, yep.
Yeah, the stars.
Yep.
Ah,
So
such a deal.
cool. Yeah. Alright. And then move on to the next one.
Next one is Kiva. Kiva. I watched Kiva.
I haven't watched Kiba, but I remember that the voice actor for the belt is Tomokazu Suzuki. Like,
Yeah,
oh,
from
hey, that's
Haruhi.
yeah, Haruhi, and it's like, oh, hey,
Yo.
it's Gintoki from Gintama.
Yeah, Gintoki. Yeah, it's good. Gintoki from Gintoki. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like I can't take that belt seriously whatsoever.
He's got the Halloween theme. I don't know. I like the show. I like the last episode. I'm gonna give him B tier.
Yeah, I'll also go with a B.
They tried to do like 2 timelines being presented at the same time to do the mystery.
Oh, like the
Kinda
past and like the present, right? 'Cause,
Yeah, and then like it shows him and his dad during different times.
speaking of his dad, he does come back.
Yes, he does. We'll talk about it later.
Yeah.
Or no, we talk about it in the next one.
Yeah, let's go next. Decade.
Decade. Okay.
Okay.
What did you think of Decade?
Okay, so how I watched Kamen Rider, Decade was probably my second show. That it's awful too, you know? And it's like, oh man, who are all these other characters? It's like, and it really confused me too. Because I was like, okay, so he goes to different worlds, so does that mean they're like all different worlds, what's canon, and blah blah blah. And as a Kamen Rider newbie, that really confused the heck out of me. But
Yes.
but as like the character Kadoya Tsukasa, he's definitely like my favorite writer of all time.
Yes.
And
He's got a good personality. Like not personality. Like his
No.
personality is very interesting.
yeah, his personality is he's prick, but I just dig how he's like so haughty and like arrogant.
And yeah, he's super arrogant, super overconfident.
But he backs
acts
it up
like he
with
knows every-
he backs it up. He backs
Yeah, he
it
backs
up.
it up though. He backs it up.
But like, and you know, he's not the coolest looking writer, but honestly, like his aesthetics in general, like the cards and like
Mhm.
his finishing move, like I just
The
love it all.
barcode.
Yeah, the
Oh,
barcode.
yeah, so good.
And like, you know, how he like slots, how he like henshins too. Like
Mhm.
that, all that is like, I absolutely love it.
Yeah, the way he henshins the card. Oh, that's
Like,
so good.
Final
And the
form
different
ride.
dimensions. Yeah. Oh yeah, the belt voice is so good. Kamen,
coolest.
a ride.
We're
I know,
literally we're literally using these cards.
Yeah. Wait, did you buy the Decade Driver?
I have, yes, I bought the Decade driver and I just pre-ordered for the new Neo Deca driver, which is the
Neo
pink,
Deca
the
driver?
pink
Oh,
one,
man.
the hot
The
pink.
pink one. The hot pink.
I'm sorry, it's
I-
not pink, it's magenta.
Magenta. The way he says it, magenta da.
But yeah, I'm
I-
let me.
I also have the DK Driver. It's awesome.
So cool. Okay, you're getting an S tier, buddy.
S tier.
I'm also hoping to buy the CSM one day.
Yeah. Wait, let me talk about the show since I watched a lot of Kamen Riders before. I watched all of Heisei before, or not all of Heisei, like the ones that were watched beforehand before Decade, because I wanted to feel the nostalgia. And let me tell you, the nostalgia is there for the first episode. Well, it's there for the entire series, but it's when you see the alternate versions of Kamen Rider, you feel disappointed.
Yeah.
But
Sweet
when
you.
they're yeah, but when you see the original riders, it's like a treat. Like Kaiza appears and he's still a prick. Yeah, that's all I want to say.
Yeah.
Oh wait, what did you think of the final episode of Decade?
I like the movie.
Did you like the movie? Did you see the final episode preview?
About how they like previewed the movie.
Yeah, but everything was different.
Oh yeah.
Where what was his name? The guy with the trench coat. Honore Decado. Yeah, Narutaki. Narutaki. Oh my goodness! In the movie trailer, there he was like, "I'm gonna reveal who I am," and they don't even reveal who he is. We still don't know who he is.
He's just
Who
some
is
butthurt.
Narutaki?
He's just some butthurt dude in a trench coat.
Yeah, who blames Decade
for everything.
But I love him. He's the best.
Like, oh no, my toilet's clogged. Curse you,
Oh, no,
Decade.
Oh no, Decade! Oh, it's Decade's fault for everything.
Yeah.
If
Right.
there's lag on the stream, it's Decade's fault, you guys.
Feeling constipated? That's also Decade's fault.
Yeah.
Right. Go to the next one.
Next one.
Look at this.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Finally made it to Yo Heisei.
Neo Heisei. I love Double. I love Double.
Same.
Everything. The music, the forms.
I'd say like for W, like the story is probably like top 3.
Top 3? Okay.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say
like-
it's my top favorite. My top number 1. Number 1. I love it.
Yeah, it's like all. To be honest, like all the transformations up to, like, the starting transformations is like just like a color palette swap,
Yeah,
which I was kind of like eh on, but like once you get to like Fang and then like Extreme, whoa,
Mhm.
that and those are cool.
But technically, most of the Kamen Riders are color swap. Well, actually, no. They changed in some appearance. But yeah, Double was a color swap form.
Yeah, and like the characters are also just really lovable. Even like the female side character Natsumi.
Yeah, was it Natsumi? The one with the slipper.
Yeah, Slipper Girl.
The slipper girl.
bonks.
The bonk. Wait, have you seen all of Double? Like even the side movie and stuff.
Saw the movie, the crossover, and even the Excel movie as well.
Oh, her name is Akiko.
Akiko, who was I?
Akiko.
Okay, but yeah, yeah, well, okay, I'm not gonna spoil it, but you know what? Excel, pretty cool too.
Yeah. Excel. Yeah. Are you talking about? I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, you know. But
Oh,
you know,
but the coolest rider there, I think, is Ghost.
oh wait, are we talking about the enemy rider?
Which one?
Are we talking about the enemy rider?
No, I mean Skull. Sorry, Skull.
Okay, when you said
Sorry,
ghost,
Skull.
I'm like, whoa, we're a little too early for that, man.
Skull is the most badass.
Yep, definitely the most hard-boiled, and like,
Yeah, the most hard-boiled.
and the movie villain was actually really cool too. It's like that's actually pretty rare that you'll have like a movie villain and he's not just like, he wasn't
What?
entirely generic, but he
What do you
definitely
mean?
left an impression.
Kamen Rider
Eternal.
Itano.
Yep.
Itano. I like the belt sounds too for the drivers.
Yep, like A through Z.
Yeah, there were so many. Did you have the driver for this?
I think I have a bootleg driver for it, to be honest.
I've been wanting to get a driver for this because, like, oh man. But then I want to get like the special one where like it has all the A to Z USBs. But then when I try to find it, it's all sold out.
It hurts being a collector.
Yeah, it does. My wallet.
But yeah, like I'm giving him an A.
An A tier? An
Yeah.
A tier?
Not good enough for
Okay.
you?
Not good enough for me. He's number 1, yo. Number 1. They brought back the original Kamen Rider aesthetic, and then like the first episode where Philip, he was like, "Are you willing to ride with the devil?" I was like,
Right
badass
or
line.
die.
"Ride or die." And then like Shotaro was like, "Let's go, let's do it." Oh man. All right, let's head to the next one.
Oh man. You know, like I just really love like how the first 3 of the Neo Heisei and
Yeah.
how they're just all connected. But you know what? I think O's is probably my favorite out of the 3 of them.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. How do I put it? I really love his character, and
Yeah. Oh.
I'd say it's deep in a way, and he just wants to save everyone, but
The
he's
AG?
faced with AG. He wants to save everyone, but he's faced with the problem. You know,
Of a tragic past. Should we say what the
Yeah.
tragic past is?
I mean, yeah,
It's
I
been a
think
while.
we can. It's like, what is it?
Yeah. Basically, he's a hobo. He was homeless. He's not homeless. Like he's a traveling guy who,
Yeah.
as long as he has underwear, it's okay to survive. Like that's how he survives. As long as he has underwear, it's okay.
Yep.
And then like his tragic past is that he's not actually a hobo. He's actually a rich guy. and then what was it? He went to
He
a
went to
third world
Africa.
country.
Yeah,
Africa.
I'm pretty sure it was somewhere in Africa. He was helping with like some sort of humanitarian cause,
Mhm.
you know, just helping people out. Because generally he's just a really nice dude to begin with,
Mhm.
but when he was there helping in Africa, he got caught up in the war, and you know there was just like lots of death around him, people he couldn't save, and which you know eventually motivates him, just like you know help people in general.
Others, yes.
So,
And then like
you know, he's, like,
also it
hero.
made him not greedy, right?
yes, like what is it? His entire premise is like, you know, greed. Like he's really selfless,
Yes.
and they
exactly. He's
present
a
like
selfless
greed being like a bad thing in the beginning, but eventually it turns out, you know, having some sort of is
It's
a
good,
good
yeah.
thing.
like
and-
ambition.
Yeah.
I like to use the word ambition rather than greed.
Yeah, definitely like puts a bow on top of it, and like,
Yeah.
and you know the what's it, coins, like how they represented
coins.
the villains with like coins and all that good stuff. That was really cool. And the secondary writers were also like cool characters. Kamen Rider
Oh
Bird.
yeah.
And the
What was his
music.
name? Date is a hunk, yo. Have you seen him shirtless?
Yeah,
He's
he's
ripped.
a foxy grandpa. Well, not a grandpa, but he's one of those like sexy like dad dudes. Like
Yes, exactly.
probably has like 2 kids, and you're like, man, I find that sexy.
Yeah, he's
Yep.
Oh, it's funny with the secondary writer too, because they were like foreshadowing that Goto was gonna be the secondary writer the entire time. And then he gets shafted for most of the series, right? As just a
Yep.
support character, and then because like everyone loved Date, so they're like, oh, let's keep him.
Yep. But I think it's like really cool that they went with like a twin writer
That's really
design.
nice.
Yeah.
Mhm. And then what else? Oh, the greeds, Onk. Oh man, Onk was good.
Yeah, all the characters were good, especially the villains. And like,
Mhm.
oh, you know, speaking of which, like the transformations for like the alternate transformations for O's, probably one of the best, honestly. Like,
Yeah,
they
he has
definitely
so
stand
many.
out. Yeah, like,
The
like
combos. Oh, have you seen the new combos?
there are new combos.
Yeah, for the game. Let me see. Kamen Rider O's. I'm gonna send this to you on Discord. New forms. He's got 3 new forms.
Eh,
Yeah. Actually, 4 new forms. He's got one from the game.
hmm.
Oh, here it is. Oh, actually, it shows all of it, even the game one. Copy address. Okay, I'm putting it in the general. Here it is.
Oh no way, that's so cool.
Yeah, like he's got a bee castle, which is shrimp, crab, scorpion. He's got shi kaze shi, which is deer, gazelle, and cow, which is meat basically the meat form,
The barbecue
He's-
form.
the barbecue form, and then he's got another insect one, but it's like bees and stuff. Muka chiri, so it's like centipede, bee, and ant.
Mhm.
Oh, these 2 I haven't seen. Seishi. Oh, there's 5. Seishi Rogen, where it's a walrus, polar bear, penguin. So basically, it's polar, like North Pole. Form.
I'm definitely threatened by 2 out of 3 of those animals.
Oh man. What else? Rami I don't know. Another water form where it's shark, whale, and wolffish. Like, why did they add another shark one? He had a Shouta form already, right?
Yes, and I also recall like there being like another writer in that series that was like blue and water based.
Yeah.
Like in the
I
movie.
forget what his name. Like he
Yeah.
appeared later on in like in the movies, right?
Yep. But yeah, okay, you know what? I'm gonna give O's S tier.
I'm gonna give him S tier too. Oh man, I have the driver for O's, and I don't have all the coins. I don't have all the coins. It's so hard to collect all the coins.
Honestly, like his like belt is also one of the yeah.
It is like I only have up to like I think it's up to I'm missing the purple one and the blue one. And now I'm missing more because there's more forms that are gonna be released.
And you for all your work, man.
Yep. Okay, S tier for O's.
Yeah. Next one.
Yeah. Next one, Forze.
Okay,
Forze.
I definitely have a soft spot for Forze because it's honestly the first Rider series that I finished.
Mhm.
And like the general
Friendship.
vibe I got, yeah, friendship. Like the general vibe I got from the series is like a shonen anime in a way.
Mhm.
Like friendship is like
I
the
see.
driving force, and the main character is just like really likable person. And I guess what they, man, what else they did to like make it even more anime-esque is they even brought in like a famous anime song singer, theme
Oh
song,
yeah. Oh,
like Mayan.
Mhm.
You'll recognize her like
I
from
love
Macross
the
and all that.
music for it. So
Like
good.
yeah, the music was so good, the characters were so good. Like, what is it? I guess some of his forms were all right. Like his design, I'm just kind of like, on, but like
Yeah.
I do enjoy like the general space like astronaut
theme, yeah.
aesthetic. But like all the characters were good, like the entire cast, and the music, the story, and I'd say like even like the secondary writer was also really cool too.
Actually, for this series, my most favorite secondary writer is Kamen Rider Meteor. He's
has
got
a
that
cool
Bruce
theme.
Lee. He's
Yeah,
like,
watcha! Even the theme song, man.
yeah, the thing's oh man. And then his secondary form, he's got that Beyblade thing, and I was like, oh, sick.
Let it rip. But okay, yeah, definitely a big soft spot for me. But I'll give Forze an A.
An A. Okay. Interesting. I'm gonna give it an S tier.
Trash, but trash.
Trash tier. Because like I love the characters and the music. Oh man.
Yeah, like I
And
especially love how they concluded his story too.
and also in the movies, like they showed what he becomes, right?
Yep, like they do him so good. And, like I
Yeah,
didn't,
oh.
man, I thought he would like never come back because like the actor is just like way too like famous now, and it just costs a ton of money just to like hire him.
To get him.
But he
Mhm.
came back like one more time, and it ended on such a good note.
Exactly. Oh, so good. Should we say like what he becomes?
Yeah, sure. He
Yeah.
becomes teacher.
Spoilers right here.
Yeah.
He becomes a teacher. Yeah.
Yeah. like, like what a good
And then-
kid.
Yeah. What was that movie? Because it was like with O's, right?
It was O's was in there, but I think the main character was probably Ghost.
Oh yeah, it was Drive. Yeah, it was
I
Drive.
remember. I think it was the Pac-Man movie, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was the Pac-Man.
It
The
was the
Pac-Man
Pac-Man.
crossover, the Rider Wars movie. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, and
what else?
if I
about it?
recall, like they even tried to like, they included Gaiman there for some reason, but they didn't even like bring back Koda's actor.
Actor? Oh
They
yeah.
just had like the voice lines.
Mm-hmm.
And but then the like next crossover movie, I think they brought back. Okay, I mean we'll talk about Gaiman later. Next.
Next one. Okay.
uh,
Wizardo.
okay.
Wizard.
So despite popular opinion, I think Kamen Rider Wizard is pretty alright.
Same here. I love Kamen Rider Wizard.
Man, like he just has a really cool aesthetic, like the cloak,
Mhm.
and I think the magic's pretty cool. And it's like, what a badass.
He's such a badass. Oh. And I like that they put like donuts.
It makes me
But, like,
hungry every episode.
I think because like Wizard is like a Kamen Rider which based off it's magic, but then they use like for toys they use the theme of collecting rings.
Yeah.
Get those rings, you guys.
And then I think this is like the first series where they started including like the Kamen Rider idols, the idol
Yes.
unit, like Kamen Rider girls for like the theme
Yeah.
songs, and it was so
They-
cool.
They sing
And-
so good.
Yep. And like the general story, I guess it starts off. So the general atmosphere for Wizard I got is that it was like really kind of goofy in a way. If you think like look at the side characters especially. Like honestly, I didn't really like the side characters that much.
Yeah.
They served
They
like
were
no
useless.
purpose, like other than just to like
Cause
screw things
problems.
up. Yeah, cause
Yeah,
problems. Especially that one dude. Like I never liked him.
What
at
was his
all.
name? Shunpei. Yeah, he was he caused the shenanigans.
Like way too much. And
Yeah.
well, not too much, but it's like, why are you even here, bro? But like Haruto himself is like a really cool character, and like kind of deep as well. And also if you throw Koyomi into the mix too, like they
Yeah, Koyomi.
they have a really great relationship, and how that like develops on later into the, especially the end, like the ending for Wizard. I thought was like, I didn't expect it to be like that good when I started.
Yeah.
You know,
Wait, which part of the ending? The crossover ending or like the
actual ending.
actual ending? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's so good.
Yep.
For me, I love that what they named Wizard. His name is Haruto, and then there's like memes like, you know, the Harry Potter meme. Harry, you're a wizard, and then there's Haruto, you're a wizard. You're a
Oh my
wizard,
God.
Haruto.
Face palm. But like, I like Wizard, but as the series as a whole, I'm gonna have to give him a B.
A B? Okay, I'm gonna give him an A. No, I'm gonna give him a B. You're right.
Yeah. Can't give him too much credit.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
But, like,
I like
I-
the characters
Yeah.
and the theme. Yeah.
The forms are really cool though. Like what
Oh,
was-
the dragon form. Yeah, the
the
dragon.
dragon
I like
form
all
where
his
you,
dragon
like-
forms.
I know, yeah, like combining like all the elements together, and like what was the final one? Infinity?
Yeah, Infinity.
Like that.
Infinity Dragon, technically.
Yes. But like high speed diamond. He's
Yeah.
or
He's
just
indestructible.
diamonds. Yep. I thought that was like really cool too. But yeah, good stuff.
Alrighty.
Next one.
Next one. Oh, here we go. Guy,
Madoka Makika again.
the writer. Yeah.
Actually
Basically.
made by the guy who made Madoka.
Mm-hmm.
Ken Urobuchi.
Oh, yeah, they call him Uro Butcher, I think.
Yep. You've massacres all on
He
his-
likes to kill all his characters.
I respect it. I respect
Mhm.
that.
He makes
Like-
it spicy. He makes it spicy.
Yeah, like when I first heard about Gaim and like, oh, it's like the theme of this character is fruit. And I thought, that's really stupid. What do you
It's so stupid.
It's so stupid. Like, oh, the main character's an orange. Oh, it got an
Orange
overdose on
arms.
C, on vitamin D, vitamin C.
Oh,
Yeah,
boy.
vitamin C. It's like I thought it was the stupidest thing ever, but really early into the series, I'd say like episode like 12 or 15, like
Mhm.
it gets dark.
Dark, yeah. They threw away. Oh yeah, in the beginning they were like It was break dancing, and then they threw away that break dancing.
Breakdancing Pokemon battles, you know?
Yeah.
And I was like, where are we going with this? But eventually, like in Kazuraba Koza, like, you know,
Mhm.
God, what a cool character. Like in the beginning, he's
He
like
is.
a really hopeful dude. Like his like, I think his thing was like, you know, life is boring. Not boring, but it could be like exciting. And he comes across like, you know, the Gaim driver and like the Lockseeds. He becomes a Kamen Rider, and his general like reaction towards that is like really endearing. Like, whoa,
Actually,
I'm like, it's like
to me,
this
it
is
was
really
really funny.
cool. It's like I'm gonna keep on henshining all day, every day.
Yeah, exactly. I
It's
thought
like
it was pretty funny
I'm
'cause
gonna go sleep in my henshin outfit.
yeah, I thought it was funny because he's like, I'm gonna go to work, Henshin.
It's like, yeah, you know that one meme where it's like he has that like big smile and his hard hat. And he's like henshin.
Hey, he's smart. He's using it like for good.
Yep, and
Make his
And-
life easier.
yep, and yeah, he's just like, I'm not sure if it comes down to him wanting to help people. Maybe wanting to help people, but
Yeah, at first it's wanting to help people, but after I think it's guilt.
yeah, definitely guilt is like a driving force. It's like, because like, you know, surprise surprise, like the writer kills off characters, and it's like, you know, you couldn't save these people like that were like right in front of him, and you'll see this happen like right in front of you as well. This isn't like some past stuff. Like the character is like really pure, and he doesn't get corrupted. He sticks to his guns, but he starts becoming more realistic.
More realistic, exactly. And like in this series, humans become the monsters when they eat the forbidden fruit.
Yeah, like, what is it? Like, it pulls a lot of themes from, I'd say, you know, Christianity and just other religions in general. Because you have the forbidden fruit, and that's just like pretty much everywhere. And you know, I guess gods and humans. That's becomes like a driving theme in the series.
what do you think of the plot twist in Gaim? About like he was looking for his friend the entire time, remember?
That was honestly that scared the crap out of me. That like, boy, I was like, I knew like at that point I was absolutely gonna have to like binge watch the rest.
Yeah, I was horrified. I was like, okay, I'm gonna say it. Basically,
wait, no, don't spoil people on that.
Okay, I'm not gonna spoil it. Okay, I'm not gonna spoil it. Okay.
That was like honestly like my favorite part of the series.
Yeah, it is. You're right, it is.
Yeah.
I won't say anything else. Okay, I'm gonna give Gaim an A tier.
I'm giving him an S tier because I love his like I love everything about the character, especially his like Kachidoki arms. That's like one of my favorite.
Oh man,
I absolutely
so
want to buy
beefy.
figure arts of that. It's like so cool.
He's got the flags.
And like the theme song is like oh.
Oh yeah,
hey.
he's got the. Oh, he's got the sword, the DJ sword.
Yeah, the DJ sword gun.
Yeah.
Like,
which matches the theme for the dancing thing.
Yep. And I also want to point out, like, the actor for Gaim, like, he loves Kamen Rider so much. Like, he grew up on Kamen Rider as kid, and I think like Kuga was like probably his first. And you know, actually becoming a Kamen Rider, it must be like a dream come true. And you can see like how much work he puts into like the job as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
and
man.
Dude is also acrobatic. He like does backflips whenever he's singing on stage.
All the breakdancing stuff, he did it himself.
Yes, like what a talented dude. Yep.
And I like the secondary writer too, because I just like those ignorant.
Kaido is like so cool. He wanted to be the strongest, but
the strongest,
like,
even in dancing.
Yeah,
dancing. I gotta be the strongest.
What was it like? Power was everything to him, and just power itself was enough for him. But I think eventually, later along the series, like wants to find a reason for that power.
Yeah.
Like, maybe something along the lines of being a king in a way.
Yes,
like,
exactly, like a king.
Yeah, but like ruling with an iron fist. But you know, Koda wasn't about that either. But like those clash of ideals was really why I love Gaim in general.
Same here. Oh, okay. Oh man, that's so good.
So good. Okay, let's move on to the next one.
To the next one, and it is Drive, Kamen Rider Drive.
Like,
what do you think of the belt?
Okay, okay. I think I like the belt. Like, I don't think it's like uncool or anything, but I also like the character as well.
Yeah, it's a character.
Like,
what was his name?
Belt Sun.
Yeah, they just called it Belt Sun. Belt the Sun.
Yeah, and the belt pretty much becomes like a father figure for him, you know?
Yep.
And like, but okay, it's like, so after finishing Gaim, I was like, there's no way Drive could be like that as cool as Gaim. And in my heart, I don't think it got up to the point where I liked Drive as much as Gaim, but I thought it was definitely one of the coolest series I did watch. Like,
I think it was cool. Like, I like the police aesthetic because like he has a secret identity. He has a secret identity, and they actually follow up with that in the plot.
Yep. And like the side characters were cool, like Chase and Maha, and
Chase
even
and
Kiriko.
Maha.
I'm only gonna say it, Maha.
Yeah, Maha. That's not how they say it. Is it Maha? But then it's the actual spelling is Kamen Rider Mach.
Yeah,
like Mach speed.
Yeah, but that doesn't sound cool. I mean, okay, so like the Japanese English loan word for Mach is Maha, but it does sound cooler.
Is it? I thought he kept on saying Mahawk. I thought that's what he was calling himself. Is it Maha? Damn. Okay, that makes sense.
But yeah, like, okay, and you know, it makes sense for this series to be so good because if I recall, the writer for W is the one that created the show.
That explains a lot. Yeah, the police
like
theme on detective stuff.
Yeah,
okay.
like you get like a general sense of like familiarity compared to W in a way, and hey, like they do bring back a W character like XL.
Yeah,
because
XL. Yeah,
they're both cops. They're both cops, and it's like, hey, connected. I came to your city because I'm here to investigate a case, and it's like, oh well, welcome, fellow cop writer.
Oh man, that was awesome. And seeing him appear, I was like, oh man.
Yep. And like, you know, especially Drive had like a lot of really great collaborations along with, you know, Gaim, and then you have XL, and then you have the crossover movies as well. Okay, so
Also, the costume I think is badass.
yes, so cool. Like, especially, like, what was it? Like the blue one. I can't remember the name for it.
Oh, the blue one. I forget what the blue one's called too, but he has a big gun. Got the big gun.
Oh, by the way, so,
Formula.
Yes, Formula. Like a Formula
Formula.
driver. Oh, so a viewer in my chats mentioned that Mach is originally German, so it didn't go through English first. So yes, now you know. Now we know.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah. But anyways, like, what was the? I remember he also like did a fusion with like a Maha driver as well.
Yes, he had the. What was it called? What was that form called? It was. What was his? It was. It's like a dirty some form. It was like kind of brokenish.
Oh yeah, it did kind of like come out pretty scuffed if I recall.
Yeah, because he was putting in the signal driver into the driver, right?
Yeah.
No, he was using the signal driver.
Yeah.
I forgot what it was called, but it looked pretty cool too. Like, it's sleek. It was sleek. He basically just had that circle thingy on his shoulder. He looked more. He looked more like Maha.
Yep. Oh, by the way, you know my favorite scene in like Drive, but like it was in the movies. Like he was called what was it? With Gaim, and they have to go.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, let's get in the car, and then like Koda is like, all right, let's go. It's like, wait, did you just say seatbelt? It's like, God, you gotta put on your seatbelt before we drive. Safety first. It's like, oh, you're right. I'm sorry.
Oh man, I like that they bring back Gaim's like the god theme thing.
Yeah, but he's like still such a kid inside. Like, I love his enthusiasm. But like, yeah, Drive, really good stuff. It definitely ended up being a mature story.
Yeah, it was a very mature story. Especially like there's a lot of dying. I think Kamen Rider has a lot of dying.
When a lot of people die, it's a pretty good show, I guess.
Oh, I love Kamen Rider Chase because like he's a robot guy, or he's what is it called? The bad guys? Or not the bad guys. He was a Roid Mute? Yeah, Roid Mude? Mudes?
Yeah, Roid Mude. Yeah.
Or
like,
they pronounce it Roid Mudo or something like that.
But
and then
like the villains are also like really cool, like the Roid Mutes, and like especially Heart. And
Heart. What's Brain?
Brain.
They got Kamen Rider forms. They got
Kamen Rider
forms.
Brain, Kamen Rider Heart. Why did you give Brain a form of all people? My God.
Did you see the scene where like Chase was like to Kamen Rider Drive and he asked the questions who do you love? question, and then they all spat out their food. It was so funny.
Oh yeah, like all the water, like spitting out their drinks. What a pure dude. But
I was thinking for the actor, oh man, that must have sucked. Getting spit on the entire time. How many takes was that?
And
How
being
many
like
takes?
so like stoic too.
Yeah. Oh man.
Good series. I'm gonna give it an A.
I'm gonna give it an A as well. It's funny because we're giving these new Heisei and Heisei like such top tiers. I knew this was gonna happen.
We're not biased. Alright, let's go to the next one.
Next one. Next rider is Kamen Rider Ghost. What did you think about Kamen Rider Ghost?
So initially, I thought the premise for it was really cool. Like, the main character, spoilers, the main character dies, and he comes back to life. Like, that's all you'll ever hear in every episode as soon as it starts. So, like, I'm Tenkuji Takaru, and I died. But now I'm back as Kamen Rider Ghost.
Yeah, he has a certain amount of time to get his life back.
Yep. Like,
but he's gotta find the Dragon Balls.
Pretty much. Like, what is it? So, the general theme for Kamen Rider Ghost is that he can assume the forms of different, like, historical people past, or, like, heroes. So, like, you know, hero experience. So, think of it as, like, Fate Stay Night in a way, right?
Yes.
Hey, I mean, have you seen Kallian Liner Prisma That's exactly what he's doing. He's like, he's becoming the hero experience in a way. And I thought that premise was really cool. But honestly, as the story dragged on, like truth be told, I didn't finish the series. I think I got up to like episode 30. Like to the point where Necron became one of the good guys.
Yes.
And Necron is one of my like favorite rider designs, by the way.
Yeah, his design's so cool. That hood, oh man.
Yep, so cool. But overall, like the story didn't really hit for me. I didn't know where it was going, like where I stopped halfway.
Exactly. I felt the same thing around the same point, like 30 episodes in. Yeah, it started to drag off, and I was like, it was so good in the beginning. What happened?
Yeah, and I felt like the characters that were like cool kind of went stale.
Like yeah, exactly right. What's his name? I felt like Spectre kind of got stale, right?
Yeah, I thought Spectre was cool in the beginning too, but because his whole thing was like, oh, something about his sister, and he has to like
get her back.
Yes.
Yeah.
But once that plotline gets resolved,
yeah, I'm a friend. I'm a friend here to help.
Yeah, I just miss secondary writers being assholes.
Exactly, right? I don't like it when they're here to help. We need some drama, some spiciness. We need some tension between the between the writers.
Yep. If I recall, I think the writer for the latter half, maybe, was the one that did the story. Which might be why it's not that well received.
Okay. That explains a lot. A lot.
Yep. But, the forms and the designs for Ghost they're good. But everything else, I'm just kind of meh on.
Meh?
Yeah.
Okay.
So with that, I'm gonna give it a D, to be honest.
A D? Okay, I was gonna give it a C. Because it's actually a show I watched.
Yeah. But yeah, alright, let's move on to the next one.
Next one.
X-Aid.
X-Aid.
We're getting close to the end.
Oops. Oh no, I switched. There we go.
Ooh. Okay, so yeah, X-Aid, probably one of the best shows I've seen, honestly.
Is it I felt kind of thrown off at the beginning, because I don't like his form, the first form, and then eyes kind of threw me off.
Yeah, it's like, what is it? Because eventually we did go away with the bug theme for.
Yeah, exactly.
But this one, I guess it's the goggles. They tried to make it very gamer sporty-esque in a way, especially with him wearing shorts for some reason. But
exactly, yeah.
Yeah, I was kind of thrown off as well in the beginning but I thought not the game aesthetic. I mean, although that part was really cool, how they incorporated health and doctors.
Yes.
Because the enemies are diseases, and you're trying to fight diseases with gaming, all things.
They called it viruses, right?
Something gaming disease or.
Was it gaming disease? Oh yeah. The gaming byoki, yeah. Yeah.
And but what is it? Because I guess the main character also has that. What is it? He has that kind of character where he wants to save people.
Save lives, yes.
Yeah, he wants to save lives because that's why he's a doctor.
Exactly.
But he comes across obstacles that he faces the reality that maybe some people can't be saved.
But he tries his best to.
Yeah, he definitely tries his best, and the side characters, the secondary writers are also very cool. And yeah, he does look like a Fortnite character, doesn't he? now that I think about it.
That's true, he does look like a Fortnite character.
God damn it.
Like that.
I mean, he is a gamer, so.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
Yeah,
it works out. It works out.
It
works out.
Unfortunately, it does work out. But
and they all have hair.
Yeah, that was kind of weird, but I dig it. Yeah. Secondary writers, what is it? So, X8's theme originally came off as kind of Mario-esque, right?
Yeah.
Hopping on blocks and pipes. Then
what was his first theme of the game, the Mario game, the knockoff Mario game?
I can't remember, but I do remember him being the world record holder for it.
Yeah. Sorry, continue on.
Yeah, and the secondary writers, you have a dude that's a sniper, which is pretty much an FPS game, and then another dude that's fantasy-esque, which is Dragon Quest. He has a sword and does all that cool stuff. And man, even the villains turn out to be really cool too. You have Genmu, who's pretty much like
Wait, who's Genmu again?
uh
Oh, Germ. Germ, the crazy guy.
Genm, the dude. The
The meme.
Orewa Kamida, dude.
What else? And then he's like on naked and stuff in the
Yup.
box.
And also you have a rider that turns into a motorcycle.
Oh yeah, he was badass though.
Oh man, what they did with him in the early part of the series.
Laser.
Yep. Yes. What they did
Yeah,
with
they
him
did
in
him
the
dirty
early...
in the beginning.
Yeah. Oh man, that's what like. Yeah, this is also another series where it goes pretty dark in the beginning.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
And
man.
like how things turn out in the end against the final boss. That man, that was so cool. They
was it
really
Kurono?
raised the stakes. Yes.
Cronus.
Kurono.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But like what a villain. You know?
Yeah, and it was pretty cool in the final episode too. It was actually the first episode that they foreshadowed. You remember? Like in the
What's
first
his name?
episode, they
Yeah, they-
foreshadowed
like,
like
they-
all of them together.
Yeah, because
All of them
that's
together.
usually done in the movies, isn't it?
Yeah. Which was pretty cool that they foreshadowed it in the last episode.
Yep. Okay, I'm definitely giving Xaid. I'll give him an A tier.
An A tier?
Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna give him a tier as well.
Aw, yeah. Alright. And speaking of that one character you're talking about.
Oh wait, there we go. I accidentally had you minimized, so you were frozen for a bit. Oops, my bad.
No.
Okay.
Okay.
Now you're moving again. It was only for a little bit.
Good in the hood.
Okay, who's next? Build. Okay, we're getting to the finish.
So
guys.
funny thing, hour before we started the stream, or like before I joined to talk with you, I saw the first episode of Build.
Mhm.
But I am familiar with Build as far as the collaboration movies go, like with
Mhm.
Xaid and
everything.
I think the Zio movie as well.
Mhm.
But
Wait,
like
you watched the Zio movie? I thought you didn't watch it.
I saw the Zio movie, like that the final collab. What do they call those?
The Rider Wars.
Yeah,
Rider Wars?
the final Red War.
Oh yeah. Because like it's you can still watch those even though you haven't seen the other series because they give like a premise. It's like an overall premise of all writers kind of thing.
Yeah, but that's probably where I first saw Build. But honestly, like the general aesthetic is like his base form and just in general, like all his other forms, like all the other secondary writer forms. Like I thought that was really cool. And I saw the first episode like just today, and I thought like what was it? They started off really strong. Like in the
Yes,
first
it
5
was really
minutes,
fun,
you already
first
see Build fighting off a monster. And how they present like the concept or like the story of the series felt like really natural, not like a lot of dialogue, a lot of show, don't tell.
Yeah, exactly right. I felt like it was kind of like the first Kamen Rider with Banjo because they kidnapped him, right?
Yeah. Oh man.
And they're experimenting on him.
Yep. It's like I do know that Banjo does like a really cool character, and he came off really strong as well for me. And yes, I will make a tier maker image for all the rankings of riders and post that on Twitter, I guess. You too, Kurono? Go?
Yes, I will. Yes. I'm gonna have to go through my VOD and see what I rated everybody again.
Same. But yeah, like, okay, yeah, so I have a really high opinion of Build so far, just on the first episode. But how about you?
For me, I feel like Build is one of my favorites because it was basically Kamen Rider Double.
Pretty much. I thought like, dude looks just like Double and like a cooler version of Double.
Exactly.
Like, I love that chrome.
Story-wise too.
Yep.
And then like how in Double, Shotaro and Philip had such a great dynamic. Well, Sento and Banjo have such a great dynamic.
You also have another artass and an idiot.
Yeah, and then like Banjo, he wants to get out of Sento's shadow, and then he does his own thing for a while, and it's so good. Like,
yeah, you
and then,
usually have like a secondary writer that's like directly clashing, like with the main writer, and they're on like somewhat equal footings. Like if you think about Kaito and Kota from Gaim,
exactly right.
and
That's what makes it so good.
Kaito and Tsukasa in Decade.
Yeah.
But it's like you mentioned, like I still haven't seen this like all the series yet, but Banjo just being his own character or his own man compared to
exactly.
Sento. That's
I wanted to say spoilers, but something really bad happens to Banjo in the third episode.
I'm only 2 episodes away, man.
I can't say it, but it's a major driving force, and it just makes the ending so much better. Like, let me say it, just Banjo is a tortured soul throughout the entire series.
Yeah,
but he overcomes his tragedy.
Like, I'm definitely so far. I'll give Build an A.
Build an A? Okay, I will give Build an S tier.
That's fair.
I love Build.
I'll probably give Build an S as well once I finish the series.
And then like, let's talk about the driver. The driver is like based off like formula stuff, like I guess
like
soda,
chemicals and like chemicals, sodas, like shake. And...
Yeah, he's gotta shake them. I think that was pretty dumb at first, but then seeing it in action, I felt better about it. I still think it's dumb, but I bet you I grew to love it.
Honestly, I was really impressed with how they incorporate the science theme into like Build, and I think like it felt like really natural and smooth. And I feel like for kids, that'll get them interested in science through the show. Like, God, like that's so well done.
So it gives a good impression for kids to learn science. Do good in school, kids. You might become Kamen Rider Build.
Yep.
There's another writer who's so good. Well, he appeared. His name is Gintoku, the guy with the mustache beard. He appeared in the first episode.
Yeah. Oh, right.
The prick.
Yes, I'm remembering things.
He's one of my favorites in the series too. He makes it super spicy.
Oh my.
Yeah. All right. Should we get to the next one?
Yep, let's go.
Wait, 01 is the next one?
What? Yeah, okay, I'm getting... Okay, let's look. Okay, so... where is
Zio is missing, I'm sorry, guys.
Okay, we're gonna pretend Zio is here.
Yeah, we're gonna pretend Zio is here. I'm sorry. Wait, I'll send you an image. Let's see. G-O... Sorry, that's my fault. That's my scuff. Kamen Rider. Decade card. Aha. Are you excited for the new driver? It comes in the Decade card.
I can't wait to hear the noises. Like for when I like
noises.
insert the noises, like from like, because I know for the CSM they added the noises all the way up to drive.
Yeah, I was like, how did they even fit that in there?
Download this.
Sorry, guys. There you go. It's like it was there the entire time, you guys.
Yeah, you had to believe in it. Okay,
you have to believe in it.
Give me a sec.
Johto a minute.
Okay. Ta-da!
Nice.
Okay. Okay. Honestly, I can't say much about Zeos, and so just like how you watched Decade, I want to watch all the Heisei series before I watch Zeo. So my exposure at the moment is just very minimal.
And for this one, for Zeo, you know how there's alternate writers that I hate? They don't do that this time. They bring back the original actors and the writers. They bring back the lore. They bring back the lore. So good.
Yeah, I feel like because from what I've heard, they treat the older series very well. That is.
Like, I feel like because Decade was like an experimental celebration tokusatsu.
Yeah.
And then like I think like for Super Sentai they had Gokaiger, and then they learned from Decade, and I think with Zeo they learned from both of them. So it's like so good.
And like the concept is like really interesting because Decade was originally like traveling multiple like universes, worlds.
Yeah.
But for Zio, time is
It's time, yeah.
main theme. So like we're going back in time to the older, right?
Yeah.
So
Which is
cool.
pretty good.
Yeah, and like
I love time themed.
Yep, it's like general overall aesthetic is like really cool.
And oh, do you remember the shorts after the episode?
If I saw the episodes, I would.
Oh yeah, never mind. Sorry. There's shorts at the end of the episode. There's shorts at the end of the episode, and then like Gio was talking with Decade, and he's like, "You're also a person who could transform to past riders, and you're also pink. Am I just your copy? Am I just your copy or something?" Oh man, so funny.
Oh, man. That's kind of dark in a way.
And then he's like, "It's not pink, it's magenta."
Magenta.
He brings back the magenta. So that's one thing to look forward to with Gio, because like with Decade, it only had 30 something episodes, right?
Yep.
And I feel like Decade gets redeemed in Gio because like he appears for half the series, which is awesome. He becomes a
Oh my
recurring
god,
character.
I can't wait. And they pretty much
Yeah.
like conclude his story, don't they?
Not really.
Really?
You still
Okay,
don't know
I
who
guess-
Noritucky is.
Okay, well I guess Decade is just gonna be here forever.
Yeah, basically. I'm hoping they do like I shouldn't say. This would be spoilers.
We'll get to it.
But Decade has a. They actually do bring back a lot of themes with Decade
Mhm.
going into with Zio. But here, Decade is an even bigger prick, which makes it so good. Like he's not a bigger prick. He's the same Tsukasa, but there's misunderstandings that happen that make him look like a bigger prick than usual.
That's how I like it.
Yep. I'm gonna give. Wait. Yeah. I'm gonna give. Gio.
Go with a B for now.
I'm gonna go S tier. I'm
Yeah,
gonna go S.
I'm probably gonna love the series eventually.
It's so good.
Alright. Next one?
S tier. Next one is 01. 01.
I have not seen the series at all. Although I should have. Man, why didn't I watch 01? For some reason I saw Saber before the stream, but not 01.
01 is super anime. Like
I bet.
like with their finishing moves and everything, like you know with the finishing moves like in anime where it appears the words.
Yeah.
It does that for this one too.
And also, this dude looks really grasshopper-like.
He does. They bring back the grasshopper theme.
I guess they had to, since this is pretty much the first series of the Reiwa era.
Yeah. Do they always bring back? I guess they bring back the original themes for
Yep.
for them.
Yeah, gotta keep it like somewhat bug-related, I guess. Well, not that they have to, but it definitely makes you feel nostalgic.
Exactly. Yeah.
But all I know about the series is that TM Rift was the opening.
Oh, the opening is so good.
Yep.
Wait, am I frozen on your side?
Uh-oh, I think you are.
Oh, wait, let me just.
You're also frozen on your own stream, man.
Oh no! I think it's my phone.
Ara.
Ara. Just a minute, everybody. Sorry for scuff. I'm gonna hide myself for a second. And it's gonna look weird on your side.
Oh no, it is gonna look weird. Oh, I gotta hide you. Oh, don't look at him.
For some reason, my phone's not connecting to my computer.
Just let me know when you're good. We're so close to finishing the stream. We're almost
We're
at
so
the finish
close.
line.
We're almost at the finishing line. Why? Why? Oh, I got an idea. Since it's my phone that's not connecting, I'll close VTuber Studio on my phone, not on thingy, because that would mess up your side.
Yeah, we're gonna.
Yeah. Boop, 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 boop. How are you, by the way?
Dandy. Also, viewer. So in incidentally, Kamen Rider is the reason why both Bug and Fighting beat Dark Pokemon.
Oh, is that
really?
why?
Is that why?
Oh my god, that's awesome!
The hero always has to beat the.
Yeah.
Wow. Yo, I didn't even know Dark was weak to fighting and bug types.
Wait, is Bug weak against fighting? No, Dark is weak against fighting.
Yeah, Dark is weak against fighting, but Dark is also weak against bug types?
I guess. Okay,
I mean...
I'm gonna be a PNG for the rest. Sorry.
Okay. Okay, you ready to come out of the darkness now?
Yes, I'll be frozen.
Frozen in time.
I'm frozen in time, you guys. I'm sorry.
Damn it.
Decade, it's Decade's fault! It's Decade's fault!
Always. Alright, but here we are. Okay, so Kamen Rider 01. I don't know what to say, honestly.
Okay, 01, I love the costumes. The secondary rider, oh, he's so good.
Mm-hmm.
I always say that about the secondary riders, because I feel like they help the show entirely.
Didn't they also include, like, a female writer into the main cast?
Did they? Yes, they did. What's her name? What's her name again? Her name is... She had the bee theme. Not the bee theme. She had the tiger. Valkyrie. Yaiba. Yeah, she was good. She was good. She made it spicy too.
Yep. Oof.
So look forward to seeing that when you watch it.
Yep, definitely. For now, I'll give 01 a B.
A B? Okay. A B. I'm gonna give 01 a tier. I think it has the best, not the best ending. I think it has a really good ending. Good ending theme. I think that's all I can say. Oh no! At the end, well, it's not at the end, but later on, he gets the power of like unlimited blade works.
No way.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Okay, A tier for 01. And you watched Saber, right?
Oh, the first episode.
Okay. The series not done yet, so that's good.
So next,
you give first impressions of the first episode.
Yep. Okay. So yeah, next up, Kamen Rider Saber. I'm gonna be honest. So I saw the first episode today, and
what did you think?
Very meh.
It was a very
like
first episode.
Yeah. So the first episode didn't really give me that good of an impression. Like, the main character thing is that he owns a bookstore and he's a writer, and the general theme of the series is like books, like, you know, going to the world of books and whatnot. But I felt like a lot of that was kind of like that concept was just forced down your throat in a way.
Yes, exactly.
Like,
what did you think of the graphics?
The graphics were actually really good. Like,
really? I felt like I was like, oh, we're in CG here, CG there.
So what comes to mind for me is like near the end of the first episode where he's like fighting. They go into that like desert area and then like a bunch of rocks everywhere, and it kind of reminds me. It's like, oh hey, isn't this the scene from Infinity War?
Yeah, basically. Yeah. Yeah,
it's like. So I thought that was really cool. Probably like one of the best stuff that like they've done for writers in general as far as graphics go. But I don't know, like I didn't really like the main character that much, or I mean it's only the first episode, but I thought like he should have left a stronger impression. Like
later on, the writers, I actually think everybody's good except for the main guy.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting. But yeah, it's like I kind of wish there was like a lot of like talking about like, oh, why this world is the way it is, you know, blah blah blah. And I felt like comparing that to Build, where like they presented everything like the show
as a mystery.
Yeah, as a mystery. It's like show don't tell. Exactly. There was a lot of telling in the first episode of Saber.
Yeah, in Saber. Oh man, there's too much going on in Saber.
Yeah, but like, you know, I don't have anything against like the theme of books. I feel like it could just be presented in a better way. But if anything, I do like the design of Saber to start off with, because like, was it red and silver? That's like really interesting mix. If you compare, like, it's like a darker tone design-wise compared to like all the colorful riders we've had before.
At first, I thought he looked like Double. Oh no, yeah, Double and Build, because like the split in the middle.
Like the eyes are really cool. Like
yeah, the eyes are cool. Like it's all fiery.
All fiery. It looks like really cool sunglasses or something.
Yes. glasses, and then like the way he transforms, he like makes the slash, and the slash has become his face.
So cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But as a show, it's kind of like it's hard to get into in the first episode. I feel like the first episode isn't a high first episode.
Yeah.
So
As a show, I'll give it a D, but as the writer, I'll give it a C.
I'll give it. Because I've been keeping up with it. Or wait, I haven't been keeping up. I'm kind of behind like 10 episodes, and it's interesting. I'm entertained, but it's not as amazing right now. I'm gonna give it a D. Boop.
Yeah, I'm just gonna wait for it to finish. Well, after I finish like everything else before that, I'm in no rush. But yeah, I'm just reached the end right here.
We've reached the end. How long have we been going? Almost 2 hours.
Man, I thought this was gonna be like 50 minutes or an hour at most, but we dragged on. But
that's because there's so many writers and we kept on talking about it.
Yeah, but it's a good feeling,
to
man.
express your love. Our love for Kamen Rider. So, what do you think of Kamen Rider as a show in general?
So, originally, I was definitely one of those people where it's like, oh, tokusatsu, that's pretty much like Power Rangers, blah blah blah. It's like that general stereotypical impression for people unfamiliar with Kamen Rider. But getting into it, what is it? I started off with Forze, so I was like, oh, okay, this is definitely like, it's aimed towards children, but
it has darker themes.
It does have darker themes, and like eventually getting into Fies, Decade and Fies, I was like, wow, this. I mean,
it's like you're targeting everybody. Like they know, like the parents are watching and stuff.
Yeah, and originally when watching like Power Rangers, I thought it was like cheesy too, and I thought it would also be cheesy here, but it's just like
it wasn't. No.
Not usually, but it's like wow, it's like really cool, and like the focus of having like one character, well, mainly one character, and not pretty much like a team.
A team. Yeah.
Eventually, they do become into a team, but like you have very good character development on this one character.
Exactly.
And like the designs, like if anything, are also really great to go by.
Like for Sentai, like I feel like everyone's a copy pasta in their costumes, right? It's just a little bit different. Whereas in like Kamen Rider, it's like everybody looks so different. Like who's who.
Yep. And like even their like not just their like transform like forms, like just the characters are just like really strong. Like like man.
When they do a transformation, you still know like it's still like they still look like themselves but differently. You know what I mean? Like it's not too confusing.
Like it's like in Sentai you have like transformation scenes where it's like the entire animation, but like I mean although sometimes they do it, but in Kamen Rider you also have like some poses too. So it's like when you transform, there's like a certain motion to it that you can like it's very dynamic.
It's on the fly. Yeah, exactly. It's on the fly. It's like no like cutscene animation towards the transformation.
Yep. And it's like.
But I feel like with Saber they abuse that. They abuse that transformation sequence.
Yep.
Which I hate.
Yeah. Lots.
Oh man.
But I'd say life has changed somewhat since getting into like Kamen Rider, and I'm like glad I got into it while I was like later into my adult life, and at this point I'm like glad because of that, because I have the financial means to get all these toys now.
Exactly, we use all our money on toys.
Like, because when I'm a kid, I can't be like, hey mom, can I like import this really expensive toy from Japan? No, okay.
Especially since when you were younger, you were
I was in a different world, I'm the Isekai Prince, if you didn't know.
Oh man.
But yeah, your thoughts on Kamen Rider?
Personally, I love Kamen Rider. Like, as a show, I love how there's so much drama and how like they don't stray away from themes like dying and then like bullying and stuff.
Yeah, it's not always like a monster of the week either. Like sometimes it is, but they're like very consistent, like antagonists.
Exactly, like with a bunch of like, for example, Fies, a bunch of people kept coming back like to get more bullied later on, and it was like, oh no, I liked you, you're doing so good, and then everything's going bad because you interacted with the Kamen Riders.
It's the Kamen Riders' fault. Oh no,
Yeah. All right, I think we should end it off here. Oh wait,
Yes.
something's happening in my trash can. Ugh.
Nani?
You see, in the future, the world is destroyed, right? And you get yeeted. You get absorbed by this villain. But take this coin.
What is
Take
it?
this coin.
Ah.
It appeared in my trash can. Apparently, when I make a bond with a VTuber, I manifest a coin, and this coin is able to protect you from getting yeeted in the year 2025 by this villain.
Oh, don't say.
Yeah.
Protect me, trash man.
I will. Or as long as you have that coin, it'll protect you from getting yeeted at least.
Bonds of friendship is the true power. Something.
Yes, the bonds of friendship. All right, you guys. Thank you for watching, everybody. Make sure to follow and subscribe to Leonidas the Arcadia on his YouTube, Twitter.
Same. Please follow, like, subscribe to Kurono Gomi. And, thanks again for just, inviting me here, Gomi. I
No
I
problem.
really had
Thank
fun.
you for joining me. Sorry for sorry I became PNG last minute.
One day time will continue for you.
I think it's because wait, do you use the Ethernet? Oh yeah, we'll talk about that after.
Yeah. Yep.
Or
Alright.
off screen.
Yep. But yeah, I guess we'll leave it there for now. Thanks for joining us,
Yep.
y'all.